Welcome to Series English. Today we continue studying phrasal verbs, and precisely we are going to study the phrasal verb get. To tell you the truth, we are going to focus just on one postposition, off, to get off. But we are also going to discuss some monster phrasal verbs or monster idioms. I mean the combination of a phrasal verb and an idiom in just one phrase. So we are going to get to that, but before discussing these monster creatures, we are going to talk about the phrasal verb to get off. So it has quite many meanings. We are going to take a closer look at 3 of them. So the first meaning is to leave a train, a plane, or a bus. So when you see the place where you need to be, so you have to get off the bus at the bus station. So to get off, this is the first meaning. For example, when I'm not sure where I'm supposed to get off, I switch on my double guess program. In Russian it's called double guess. It's a very wonderful app. It's very popular in Russia. It's like a navigator or something. The second meaning is to escape the consequences of an action. So when you have done something wrong and you haven't been caught red-handed. Remember our previous class about red idioms. Anyway, once again, get off might mean to escape the consequences of an action. And the third meaning, which I want to point out today, is to get high on drugs or as on drugs. So you are overexcited and jumpy, as if you are on drugs. But actually, maybe you are not. And we can say to get off. Get crazy! So these are 3 meanings, and now a couple of examples. So as for the first meaning about getting off, I have given you an example already. So when I'm not sure where I need to get off the bus, I turn on my double guess application. This app, like a navigator, which helps me a lot. Anyway, the example for the second meaning, when we deal with escaping the consequences of an action. She got off very lightly in the accident. So there was an action, there was some kind of a problem, accident, mistake. It might be a mistake made by nobody knows who. And she got off lightly in the accident. So she was not injured, she was just scared. That's it. Okay, and the third meaning about getting high. When he popped the question, she just got off. Ultrasound, sorry. So she just got off. She was just like on drugs. Anyway, so we have discussed the main meanings of the phrasal verb to get off. Now let's quickly scan the idioms. So the first crazy idiom for today with get off is to get off the ground, which means to get started or to set in motion. So you get off the ground. Imagine that you are a rocket and you get off the ground. You start your journey. So to get off the ground actually means to get started or to set in motion. Now an example. It took quite long for my project to get off the ground. The next idiom is to get off on the right foot or to get off on the wrong foot. As you might guess, the meanings are actually opposite. So to get off on the right foot means to begin doing something in a way that is likely to succeed. And to get off on the wrong foot means to begin doing something in a way that is likely to fail. So the opposite meanings. If you get off on the right foot, it's good. You start doing something and it's going to be wonderful. If you get off on the wrong foot, it means that you start doing something in a very bad way. It's going to fail. So an example now, when you start from the ground up, you start over, it gives you a chance to get off on the right foot. So when you start over, it gives you a chance to get off on the right foot. The next one is to get off one's chest. Imagine that you have big weight on your chest. It is just, it's too heavy. You just can't bear it anymore, and you get it off your chest. It means that you unburden yourself of something difficult, of something troubling by talking about it with other people. So you talk about your problems, your worries, and you get these worries off your chest. Now an example. To tell the truth, there's something I have long been willing to get off my chest. I'm gay. Haha, gotcha. I'm not. I'm 100% heterosexual. Totally. No doubts. Okay, it seems to me that this class is going to be too long. What shall I do? Okay, I'll have to split it into two. So, we'll stop here and there will be part 2. As you can see, there are so many idioms with get off. It is very popular. Anyway, in the next part, we're going to discuss some more idioms. For example, we are going to talk about get off one's high horse, get off one's back, get off one's case, get off one's tail, get off the hook, get off with somebody. So quite many idioms for our next class, but that's it for today. I hope that... Poor cat, sorry. Anyway, I hope that this class was interesting and useful for you and you studied some more vocabulary, English vocabulary, which is going to make your speech ornate, beautiful, wonderful, and advanced. But that's it. Hope to see you soon. Study English and Russian with me. Bye-bye. See you next time. So this is not the first, this is the first.